Natalie Portman once said, 90% of how you learn is watching great people. Now, observing that statement, I myself can conclude similar circumstances by learning from those who are great people and learning that from their successes and failures, I can use that to become a great person as well. For example, Elon Musk, or even those around me specifically, like a colonel in the US military. I can learn from these great people that have done great things for either our country or technical advancements throughout our human existence. That through their successes, I can learn to take certain routes like they did, and learn what certain routes they took that failed them, and use that strategy and begin to learn how to be a great person myself. Even these famous people, Elon Musk, or even not so much famous people, again, like my colonel, or fellow leaders within our community, like our president, or like civil celebrities like JFK or Martin Luther King. These individuals also had great people that they learned from. They had, for example, MLK had Jesus and the Bible and had Gandhi as examples of how to utilize nonviolence to a strategy. Using this strategy again from Portman, that 90% of how you learn is watching great people, shows that to be a great person, even within itself, you must learn the majority of your stuff from people that have already done good things and are great people. Now, it also shows the right path to take instead of the wrong one. These individuals had failures throughout their lives, or maybe some consequences or barriers that they had to go through. This enables us that if we learn from 90% of those who are great people, again, like MLK, JFK, or whoever you may value, we can see that the path that they took the wrong way, that we shouldn't take it either. For example, some people have had stories where they went from rock bottom and they did all this bad stuff, and then they changed their life around and they become this great person. I know I've heard a story of a business owner where he had all the money in the world and he wasted it on gambling, drugs, and he was at rock bottom and he had to work at a store every single day. And from that point on, he knew what he did wrong. And later in life, he was able to become a millionaire again and use that knowledge in which he got to and not do it again. And so these great people that we have, we can see the path that they took, the successes and failures. Nevertheless, the 10% also allows us to learn from ourselves, and others who may not actually be great people. I break this down as in 10% as 5% us and 5% of the failures in life. Not to negate that they're actually failures for the rest of their life, but to negate that they don't necessarily have all the will in their life. For example, the 5% from myself, I can learn that through my failures and my mistakes, that I know that I should not take those same routes and those same decisions and choices ever again to better myself as an individual, just like those great people have already done. The only difference here is the 5% is what the time I have to spend knowing how to learn from, instead of learning from someone that's already great. And to the other 5%, we can evaluate those who have failed the deep end and may have never actually reached the top end. We can realize from those people that have done the ultimate mistakes that we should never be like them in the aspect of their wrongdoing. We shouldn't negate that they are exactly all bad individuals, but we should evaluate what decisions led them to become a bad individual, developed behind their decision making. And that evaluates all of us to become great individuals. And again, in order to be a great individual, we have to learn from each other. And by 90%, you should be watching those great people and learn from them, and use the 10% rule against yourself and those who have failed the deep end. Thank you.